everyone. Let me know. Welcome to, excuse me, 11 a.m. on Wednesday, yoga mixed level flow. Get this music down a little bit. I'll just let you guys let me know if you can hear me okay. And if you can, we will get started. This is a little more advanced class, but I will tell you and remind you of your options, so all levels are welcome. So as soon as I get the okay, we will get started. So just let me know if you can hear me okay, your music, me, all that fun stuff. And always remember that there are always options for every yoga type class. Can you guys hear me? I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We're actually gonna start on our backs today. So when you're ready, you can just find, if you're using a mat, you can use a blanket or a towel even, maybe have a pillow or two available to use also. Okay, good. You keep freezing up. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure, Laura. Okay, good. Okay, well, we'll get started then. We're gonna start on our back. So if you have a pillow or a bolster, maybe just put that aside for right now. And if you have a block or two, if you want to use those, have those available for you to use. You can also use a couple of a book or two also. Just be careful with those, and get kind of slippery. So we're gonna start on our backs. If you have a blanket or even a towel, you might wanna fold it up, and you can put it on the back of your mat for a little extra cushion for your neck and shoulders. And then just begin to make your way to your back when you're ready. Take your time. I don't know if you saw what I found, Laura. I found your, I'd take it away from the studio, but I found it. I was so excited to be able to put it back here. Anyway, take your time coming to your back. And once you're there, so we're gonna start with our breath work. So once you're there, you're gonna bring the bottoms of your feet together like a butterfly, and then take the arms above your head and make a box. So you wanna hold your elbows with your hands, and then lay your arms on the floor. And then watch your back, it's gonna wanna arch up, but you wanna pull the belly in and pull your back towards your mat. And this is where you will close your eyes. Another option here, if it bothers you with your inner thighs and your knees not getting to the earth, you can also put blocks underneath your knees at any level, just like this. If you have them, or maybe a book or two. So this is where we will start with our breath work. So when you're ready, we'll take those big inhales. So you'll seal your lips. Inhale from the belly. And allow your breath to rise to your side ribs, lungs. And then all the way up to your collarbone. You'll pause at the top. And then slowly exhale. Every last drop. Gathering back in those belly muscles. Push every last drop out. When you're ready, you'll do that breath a few more times on your own. Sealing your lips. Inhale through the nose. Side ribs, lungs. Up to your collarbone. Pausing at the top, feeling the uncomfortableness, knowing that it's okay to be uncomfortable. And then open your mouth, sigh out your breath. Every last drop. Keep going with that breath. Allowing the breath to anchor you down into this moment. Letting the busyness of your day just go away. Any negativity you may be feeling struggling, allowing it to just go away as it no longer serves you. Breathe in positivity. Maybe set some intentions for your practice, like on peace, calmness, compassion, joy, understanding, patience. So whatever you may be working on. If you're holding that box, go ahead and take your arms and put the other arm on top and grab the elbows again and allow your arms to fall to the earth again. Belly muscles in, back towards your mat. Complete the breath you're on. And when you're ready, we'll take that breath together one more time. So inhale. Push the breath out to your side ribs, lungs, feeling your ribs rise. And then allow the breath to rise to your collarbone. Hold. Hold a little bit longer this time. And then try to drink in a little bit more breath. And then open your mouth and just let out a big sigh. Pause at the bottom. And take a quick inhale. Sigh it out again. And then seal your lips. You want to inhale and exhale through your nose, creating that ocean-like sound, that Ujjayi breath. This is the breath you will use to guide you through your practice. Maybe contracting the back of your throat as you exhale, creating that ocean-like sound, further connecting you to your breath. You're going to hold Supta Baddha Konasana just a little bit longer, breath or two. Scan your body, your face, your jaw. Move your jaw around, swallow or yawn. Relax your face. Allow your tongue to rest on the bottom part of your mouth. And then from here, you're going to begin to pull the knees together and then extend the legs straight out. Point your toes. Take your hands, interlace your fingers, and then flip your palms away from you. And just take a full body yawn and stretch here. Move the legs, the shoulders, just whatever feels good. Knowing you can sigh out your breath at any time. And then bringing your arms down by your side, you're going to pull the knees in towards your belly. And just begin to rock a little bit, side to side, getting a gentle little massage into your lower back, into your kidneys. Take another breath here. And then take both feet to the earth, bring your knees to a touch, feet towards the edge of your mat. So now, your feet are towards the edge instead of together, and your knees are touching. And your arms can just be out in cactus arms. So your arms are just bent by your side, palms are up. And you're just going to begin to windshield wipe. So you're going to take your left leg down your right and take both legs over to the right on your exhale. And then inhale, pull the knees to a touch, and then go the other way. So you want to inhale as you rise, again, using your breath as your guide. And then exhale as you lower to the side. Keeping your eyes closed to practice this breath, this move few more times on your own, side to side. Just noticing how this feels in your body, to the side of your body, into your lats, your psoas muscle, your hip, your IT band. One more time, side to side again. When you're ready, you're going to come back to you with your knees to a touch. Bring your knees to a touch again when you're ready. Begin to heel toe your feet together. Pull the knees into your chest. Take your arms, wrap them around your shins. Lift your head and curl into a little ball. And then keeping your legs and arms exactly as they are, just lower your head, pull your tailbone down, feel the length in your spine. And then taking your hands underneath your knees, you have a couple options here. You can turn to the side and rise and find child's pose, or you can rock and roll up a few times. Back and forth. Again, massaging through your back. Just do that one more time. And then crossing your feet at your ankles, you'll just come to all fours and begin to find your first Balasana, child's pose. So if you want a blanket for your knees, you can use that, have that right there for cushion, extra cushion. We always want our knees to be safe and feel okay, right? So big toes to a touch, push your hips down towards the heels of your feet and begin to reach your arms forward. Finding child's pose. Take several breaths here. Knowing you can always bring your knees to a touch and take your arms by your side if you don't like your knees apart. You can always put a blanket for your forehead. Not a blanket, a block, or a blanket even. Coming back to the breath, knowing that you will probably wander off from your breath as we flow through practice today. That's okay. That's completely normal. The trick to yoga is noticing that and coming back to your breath. And from here, you're going to look forward and either come to all fours or just glide through onto your belly. Finding Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. So legs are to a touch, toenails on the earth. You're going to roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift your head and heart. And then exhale, lower. Let's do that again. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, maybe a little higher, pulling the elbows in and keeping that bend in your elbows. You'll slowly lower. You'll tuck under your toes and rise to a plank pose. Nice strong plank, belly muscles in tight. Squeeze your glutes, look right off the tip of your nose. Try not to drop your head. Inhale. And then on your exhale, push your hips up. Find your first down dog. Once you're in down dog, your very first down dog, the very first time you're probably upside down today, begin to just dance it out. Pedal your feet, move the knees, shake out your head. Just do whatever feels good. Always knowing in the down dog, your feet can be really far apart and your knees can be bent a lot. You do not have to have perfectly straight legs. Keep dancing it out. I have cat hair all over my mat. Cats. Oh, take another breath. And then from here, you're going to look forward and lower back down into your plank. And we're going to flow through this a few times. So you're going to inhale, rise back to your down dog. And then exhale, lower back to your plank pose. Let's do that again. Inhale, push the hips up. And then exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Holding here, we're going to do a little core work. So you're going to take your right knee and pull it in towards your right elbow. And then take it back. And then bring in your left knee towards your left elbow. And take it back. Do that again. Right knee. And then left. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Let's do that again. Inhale. Pull that right knee in. And then exhale your left. Do that again. Inhale. Pull in the right knee. And this time, when you pull in the left, you're going to take that leg underneath your right and open up for broken arrow. Broken triangle. I made up that word, broken arrow. Maybe bring the arm up and over your head and ear and look up. If you want, you can always come down just like this and stretch as an option. Take another breath. Broken triangle. And then from here, you're going to place your hands back down onto the earth. Bring that leg back through and find your down dog again. If you want to find child's pose, you can. We'll meet back in our down dog when you're ready. Pedaling out your feet, shaking out your head. And then from here, once again, you're going to lower back into your plank pose. Nice, strong plank. And then we're going to begin that core work again. So this time, pull your left knee in first, towards the left elbow. Take it out, and then switch. Right knee towards the right elbow. Extend out. Do it again. Pull that left knee in. And lower. And right. Let's do it one more time. So pull the left knee in towards the elbow, coil in, and then lower. This time, pull that right leg through and take it underneath your left. Open up for triangle to the other side. Remember, you can always come down to the hip. Maybe bring that arm up and over. Breathe, you guys. Breathe into this. It helps, I promise. Allow the breath to calm your mind and your body. One more breath. Slowly lower back down. Take the leg out, find down dog. And then child's pose when you're ready. Any child's pose you want. Resting the head, reaching forward. Come back to the breath. That plank and core work definitely should have got your heart rate up. Deep breaths. Calm yourself down, allow the breath to calm you. Let's take one more breath. We're going to look forward again, glide through onto your belly. Finding cobra again, hands at the top of your ribs. Roll your shoulders back, inhale, look up, head and heart. And then exhale, lower. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, look up again. And then exhale, lower. Tuck under your toes. Lift to all fours or to a plank again. Hold here, hold. Nice, strong plank. Inhale. Exhale, push your hips up for your down dog again. Pedal it out. And then when you're ready, you're going to lift up your right leg and open up for three-legged dog. So turn your hips to the right, maybe look left, circle out your ankle one direction, then the other. And then hips parallel to your mat. Lift that right leg up higher. Look forward. You're going to pull that leg all the way through to a nice runner's lunge. Deep breath. And then take that knee down to the earth, your left knee. toenails onto the earth. Maybe have blocks here. You're gonna find a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. So you can have blocks, bringing the earth to you. Maybe your hands on your thigh. Maybe you reach up and look up. Maybe go back just a little. And then looking forward, take your hands back to the earth. Use your blocks here. You're going to bend your left leg back, just like this. Feel a deep quad stretch. Maybe you reach back and hold around the foot with your right arm. Maybe you reach your left arm. Again, you don't have to reach for the foot at all. It's a pretty intense quad hip flexor stretch. Wherever you're at, you're going to begin to lower back down onto your blocks or to the earth, and you're going to rise, tuck under your back toes, rise back to that low lunge. Bring that back leg in just a little bit, and then rise to crescent lunge. Beautiful job. And then from here, you're just going to turn your back foot, your left foot towards the long edge of your mat, right foot, toes towards the short edge, and find Virabhadrasana B, Warrior Two. Looking forward in confidence, roll the shoulders back and down, shoulders in line with your hips. Deep breath, maybe bend that front knee a little bit more. And then turn your right palm up and reverse your warrior. Maybe look up, maybe move your head around. And then lower back to your warrior two. Take your right arm to your right thigh and reach the arm up for extended side stretch. You can stay here or maybe reach your arm up and over your head and your ear. Now from here, if you have a block and you want it, you might want to grab it. You can come out of your pose and then just meet us back. Put the block right out in front of you. Take your left hand, bind it onto your lower back. Begin to walk up your back foot. Hand can be on a block. Maybe you stay here. Maybe this is your half moon. Maybe you lift the leg. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Maybe you extend that arm up. Half moon. Maybe you go into Chakrasana. You bend the back leg, reach for the foot, and then kick in to the hand. This is all optional. You can always keep your toe on the floor. Keep the leg out. Take one more breath. Re-extend if you're in Chakrasana. Look down, bend that front knee. You're going to have to pivot on that front foot just a little bit. Step back. Take your right leg back. Take a vinyasa flow of here if you like. So you're going to lower to Chaturanga. And then through up dog, Urdhva Savasana, and then back to your down dog. Beautiful job, you guys. We're going to do all that on the other side. So take deep breaths. Maybe find child's pose. That might feel really good for a couple breaths. Sigh out your breath. When you're ready, you'll be back in your down dog. This time you're going to bring the toes to a touch, lift up the left foot, open up for three-legged dog to the left. So hips left, maybe you look right, maybe you circle out your ankle again. Remember, it's normal to go and lose track of your breath. Just come back to it. Hips parallel to your mat. Lift that leg up higher. You're going to look forward and pull that leg all the way through. However it feels good. You can come to your knee first, your right knee. Maybe slide back on that right toe, on the right toes, and come down to that knee. Blocks if you want it. Find low lunge. You can stay right here, Watching that front knee on top of the ankle, feeling the stretch through your quad hip flexor of your right leg and your hamstring of your left. Or maybe you lift the arms if you feel okay in balance. Maybe you lean back. One more breath wherever you're at. Exhale, look forward, hands to the earth. You're going to bend that right leg back. Bend it up. You can stay here doing nothing more. Or maybe you reach back with your left hand. This is all you do. Maybe you find your foot with your right hand too. Feel the stretch through your pecs, your shoulders, definitely your quad hip flexor. Deep breaths. Again, you don't have to come all the way into this. Just go where it feels good in your body, pushing to your edge. Your edge is different than everybody else's. You just don't want to go over it. And then slowly lower that foot back to the earth. You're going to lift, tuck under your back toes, lift back to that runner's lunge. Bring that back leg in just a little bit so you can rise to your crescent lunge. And then pivoting on your right foot this time, so your right toes are facing the long edge of your mat. Left toes towards the front edge, finding warrior two again. Virabhadrasana A, B. Roll the shoulders back. Shoulders on top of your hips. Look forward in confidence. Turn your front palm up and reverse your warrior. Back to warrior two. Take your left forearm to your left thigh. Reach up, Parivartanasana. Extended side stretch. Maybe reach that arm up and over. Grab that block if you want it. Take your right hand, bind it onto your lower back. Begin to bring that right leg in just a little bit. Take your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Walk up and up and up. And maybe eventually lift that leg up off the earth. Maybe the arm rises up. Maybe you look up at your arm. Just play around with your balance here. Again, toe can stay on the earth. You can stay here. Maybe you find Shavasana. Again, you don't have to come into this. Oh. Deep breaths. Take another breath wherever you're at. If you're in Shavasana, re-extend back. Up. Bring that right hand to the earth. Pivot on that left foot just a little bit and then step back. You're back in that runner's lunge. Take that left leg back. Take a vinyasa maybe. Take your time. Meaning back in down dog. Maybe child's pose would feel good for a couple breaths. So you find your breath. When you're ready, we'll just meet back in down dog. Again. Pedal it out. Dropping your head heavy like a bowling ball, looking at your toes. You might have to keep a slight bend in your elbows, especially if you hyperextend like I do. I think about that all the time. Belly muscles in, push those hips up. We're gonna lift that right leg again. Open up for three-legged dog. Stay here, circle out the ankle, or if flipping your dog is in your practice, this is where you can do that. Again, you do not have to flip your dog. Take another breath. If you're in wild thing, come back into three-legged dog. And then if you want, you can take a three-legged vinyasa, but you don't have to. Lower down, right here, and then up, and then back to your down dog. Remember, you never have to flow or take a vinyasa like we call it. You can always just go straight to down dog, maybe child's pose, maybe just a plank. You choose. Every day is different. One day it might feel really good, the next day it doesn't. Just paying attention, honoring your body is what we want to do here. One more breath. And then when you're ready, you're going to lift the left leg up, open up for three-legged dog to the left. Again, feel free to stay here or flip your dog. Again, do what feels good. Knowing you can always sigh out your breath at any time. Taking your time, if you're in flip your dog, come back to three-legged dog and then lift that leg up. Maybe take a three-legged vinyasa if you want. Maybe enjoy your up dog a little bit. And then find down dog again. One more time, down dog. And then when you're ready, we'll all meet in child's pose. Taking your time. Any child's pose you want. Maybe this time you flip your palms up. You can even bring your palms to a touch. Take it over, drop it on the nape of your neck. Just like this. Hands in like prayer pose, Anjali Mudra. One more breath. Slowly beginning to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Maybe pull your knees apart, gently sit on the heels of your feet. Going into a modified camel. So hands behind you. Fingers can be facing away from you, to the side, or in. Just do what feels good in your wrist. You can stay here, or maybe you lift your hips, drop your head back. Deep breath. And then slowly lower back down, tip forward. Cross your feet at your ankles. Scoot up towards the front edge of your mat. We're gonna come back to our backs. So take your time. Arms out, palms in. Maybe turn your palms up a little bit. That will help relax your shoulders. And then slowly, using your core, come all the way to your back. Once you're there, take a full body yawn and stretch again. Move the hips. Arch your back. Point your toes. And then bringing your arms back by your side, we're going to find bridge pose. So you're going to bend your knees, pull the heels of your feet up towards your glutes. And what you're going to do here is you're going to begin to lift slowly your hips up off the earth, your pelvis. Slowly come up one vertebrae at a time, lifting the hips up so you're on your shoulder blades, and then take your shoulders and begin to roll them underneath you. A good point of reference here is if your palms naturally start to turn up, that means you're getting your shoulder blades underneath. You can stay here, maybe interlace your fingers just like this if you want. You don't have to interlace your fingers. Close your eyes, your chin is tucked a little bit. That's why it's really important to let your tongue relax onto the bottom part of your mouth. That helps relax your face and open up your back palate for a little easier breathing. Close your eyes, take a couple more breaths in your bridge pose. Abs tight, glutes tight. One more breath. And then from here, you're going to begin to relax your arms and slowly come down the same way you went up. One vertebrae at a time. Your tailbone is the last to land. And then once you're down, maybe stretch it out, maybe curl into a ball. You choose what feels good to you. And then from here, a little more advanced move. We can go either back into bridge pose, which is perfectly fine. That's a great pose. So many benefits to that bridge pose. Or if full wheel is in your practice, you can do that. So full wheel, take the hands to the top of your shoulders. Pull the elbows towards each other. And when you're ready, you're gonna push off the earth and find your full will. A little back bend here. Again, bridge pose is perfect. If full will is not in your practice, probably practicing it at home on your own isn't the best idea without someone to spot you. And maybe if you're in full will, you're gonna lower back down, stretch it out again. Maybe if you're in bridge, come back down, stretch it out. We're gonna do it one more time. Going into full will a couple times can feel really good. Sometimes you don't feel like it's really benefiting you until you go into it a couple times. So when you're ready, taking your time again, finding full will or your bridge pose. Make sure you don't get caught up in your hair. Make sure you pull your elbows towards each other against the tops of your shoulders, core tight, and then push up off the earth. Shake it out. Let's take a couple more breaths wherever you're at. Sometimes it feels good to look at the earth in a different perspective, upside down, right? And then slowly, if you're in your full wheel, slowly lower, pull the knees into your chest, rock a little side to side. And then lift the legs straight up, arms over the head, palms up. Slowly lower both feet to the earth, again using your core. And then stretch it out. Pull the right knee in towards your chest. Circle out, side to side. And then when you're ready, you're gonna find half happy baby. So maybe you bend your left leg first. Flex your right foot up towards the ceiling. Elbow goes inside your knees. Forearm goes around the front of your shin. And then maybe you reach for the outside of your foot, your ankle, or even your shin. Feel free to keep that left leg bent, or maybe you extend it for a little deeper stretch. And then your right arm can just go out to the side, straight out, or maybe in cactus. Take a couple breaths here. Again, scanning your body, checking out where you're holding that tension, tightness. Allow the breath to soften those muscles. Relax your face, your tongue. Is it stuck to the roof of your mouth? Let it relax to the lower part of your mouth. Beginning to release that foot, pull that right knee in towards your chest again and take a twist. So your right leg's gonna go over your left, so move your hips way over to the right. Take that right knee towards the earth. So the more you stack your hips, the easier that is. And then maybe you open up your right arm. You can look straight up or look down the length of your right arm. Deep inhale. With every exhale, think about pulling that shoulder closer towards the earth. That's your intention. Close your eyes again. Take one more breath. And then from here, slowly going to come back onto your backs. Extend the right leg out. Pull the left knee in. We're just going to switch sides. Move that leg around. Eventually finding half happy baby with this leg. So you can bend the right first. Flex up your left foot, elbow inside that left knee. Forearm goes around the front of your shin. Again, ankle, shin, or outside of your foot. You can always extend that right leg if that feels okay. Deep breaths. One more breath. And then releasing that foot, pull the knee in towards your chest again. We're going to find that twist. So this time your left leg crosses over your right. Move the hips way over to the left. That knee, left knee goes towards the earth. You can always kind of block underneath the knee again, bringing the earth to you. Maybe you open up, look down the length of your left arm this time. Feel that nice twist helping with relaxation, spinal twist. Twist help with digestion. It's a great little way to help with that. So if you're ever feeling you eat a lot of food, then you go into a twist. One more breath. choose one final pose. Maybe you just do a full body yawn and stretch. Maybe you just bring the knees in and go side to side. Maybe you find a full happy baby for a breath or two. You choose, and then when you're ready, you'll begin to set up for your total relaxation pose. If you have a pillow or two, you want those, grab those. Again, finish your pose. I'm just going to kind of talk as you're finishing your final pose. If you want a blanket for the back of your head, you can just place it right there. You can even fold it up. Again, you don't have to use anything at all. You can just lay flat on your back. Arms start straight out and then slowly move them down till you find a spot that feels good. Feet apart, feet fall naturally. Close the eyes. Or maybe you put a blanket, pillow or two, underneath your knees. Just like this. Then find your relaxation pose. Shavasana, your final pose, the best pose. You can also, if you have a washcloth, or if you even have an eye pillow, you can put that over. You always want to start with a couple deep breaths, and then eventually return to your normal breath, finding a single point of focus. Notice when you wander off, and you will, come back to your single point of focus. It could be an intention, be scanning your body, or focusing on your breath. to your body. When you're ready, you'll slowly begin to turn to your right. In the fetal position, pulling the knees in towards your chest and belly. Take a breath. And then you'll slowly rise to a comfortable seated position. Taking a big inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh out your breath. One more time, nice big inhale. And exhale. Bowing your head, looking within, sending yourself peace, love, and light. And then taking this out and sharing it with everyone you touch today. My gratitude to each of you. Namaste. Thank you guys so very much for joining us today. This will be uploaded and saved on this Facebook page and on YouTube. And I will be back on Friday morning at, I think it's lunch, 12:30. I'm kind of moving around with what our jazzercise schedule is. So 12:30 on Friday for a lunch gentle yoga. Just a normal gentle yoga, no chair today, no chair this week. And then Sam will be here on Sunday night. And that's it for today. I hope that you like that. It is a little bit more advanced, but you always don't have to go fully into all those poses. But you guys did fantastic, and I will see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.